So, per request from a friend of mine who does not have herpes, she wanted to know, what does a herpes outbreak look like? What does it feel like, especially down there? So, most of us might know that oral herpes, which is usually presented orally on the mouth, is the cold sore virus. So, it looks like a small sore or a clustering of sores somewhere around your mouth. Genital herpes, very similar, but something really interesting or I found interesting is that it can be so small. Just like a cold sore can be smaller or larger, there's a range. Genital herpes can be as small as like when you get an outbreak. It can be, mine was the half of the size of a pea. Like I remember looking at it and because I built up the courage to look because it was really painful and I wanted to learn and be body aware. It was terrifying to look. And I was expecting something like scary. And it is really painful. Just because it's small doesn't mean it's not painful. But my one little sore was tiny, half the size of an apple seed. I was thinking of all the things I could try to compare it to. So it's red, it's raised up a bit. It looks like a pimple, an ingrown hair, a cut, and it can turn into a clustering of sores or a larger sore. But it often, if managed right, and if you get to it right away with cold therapy, with different herbal treatments that I can share more about in a future video, quick diet adjustments like cutting back on all the sugar and alcohol, you can keep it at bay and then make it go away like within days. So that is the 101. I'm trying to think if what else might be helpful to know. It gets such a stigma because it's in your genitals. Other than that, it's not really a profound skin rash. When it comes to all the other rashes out there, it's kind of funny to me how it's so scary to people because it doesn't, take over a large area. It's once you get it, you get it. If you get reoccurring breakouts, you get it in the same spot. So it's predictable, you know where it's going to come up. And once you know how to manage it, you take your herbal topical creams that you're putting on it and you just put it on the spot, takes care of it. And yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. And 1 in 8 people have genital herpes. A lot of them never have another outbreak again in their lives. 1 in 8. And then it's estimated that between 55 to 80%, it's unknown because they're not testing actively for it. But of people in the US have oral herpes, so the cold sore virus. That's the scoop. Let me know if there's other questions I can answer. I like taking them and then responding to people's inquiries on here. Thanks.